Hello, welcome to my Sunday From. Today I have a news brief, just like a weekend thing, just to get you guys ready. A lot lately, I've just been, preparing for different videos and kind of getting better. I'm just coming around. So, just so you guys know, update on Studio C. I'm getting my health and my fitness is still a go. My diet is still a success. Like everything's going great in my personal life. And I just have this little new show to do, and I hope you guys stick around through the whole thing, because I kind of want to talk to you guys a little bit after. And hope you like the look. If you like the look, it's a little goth because it's October. How do you like it? I have a video rolling out for it, so be sure to be on the lookout for it and make sure you watch it. I don't want to miss any of your views. And you know what I'm saying? If you like it, hit the thumbs up. If you like it, if you like what you're seeing, hit the thumbs up. Don't be shy. And don't be shy. So the first thing I want to go over is kind of like a cool thing. As you know, September 22nd, 2024, we had David Bell, manager of the Cincinnati Reds. We're Cincinnati Reds fans here in Studio C, and Bengals fans because this is also located in Cincinnati, Ohio. So I've always been a Reds and Bengals fan, and I follow I follow them no matter where I'm at in the world. So David Bell was fired September 22nd. Last year he had his contract renewed, but after a major losses, they fired him. They let him go. So we had an interim manager named Freddie Benavides. He was a player for the Cincinnati Reds in '91. He is from Texas, but now, as of October 4th, 2024, we have a new manager. We have Tito Francona, Terry, aka Tito Francona. He signed a 3-year contract. He is a 2-time World Series winner. Yes, he was manager of 2 times World Series championships. And he came off of retirement because of his health. He is back, he played for the Reds in 1987, and he is from South Dakota. So we're looking forward to this happening and rolling out. I am so excited. This is like the highlight of my day. The first thing I turn on the TV and wake up and hear, it's like music to my ears. Okay. And so just so you know where I'm at right now, I'm on cloud 9 right now. So, weather. Let's get to weather because we have a lot of it. Leslie, we have a named storm in the open Atlantic heading northwest, currently a non-threat as a Category 1. So Hurricane Leslie, a Category 1, is headed in a northwest direction in the Atlantic Ocean in the middle of nowhere. So it's not currently threatening any areas of land. So we're just watching her spin. So Hurricane Kirk is a major hurricane. It is a Category 3 and set to downgrade Tuesday as it moves into the European waters, reaching northern coastal waters of Spain on Wednesday 2 a.m. As tropical storm, and continues as a slowly dissipating system over Denmark by Thursday 2 a.m. and will also affect Poland and Sweden as well. So Major Hurricane Kirk is a Category 3. On Tuesday, it will move into kind of the north of Spain in like this little area. It's like a little bay where France and England is. So it will affect those areas as well. And as it moves in, it's gonna like, there's like a bunch of areas of water too. So it's gonna reach all that land in all those European countries as it moves in as a tropical storm as soon as Wednesday at 2 a.m. And like I said, continuing through Thursday, which at 2 a.m. it will already be at, Denmark, Poland, and Sweden. I think it's the Baltic Sea, I believe. So you guys need to prepare for that. Be ready by the weekend for that, or the end of the weekend probably. You can be working on your preparations, readiness, and safety, and that way you have everything set to go. Now, tropical depression in the Gulf of Mexico offshore of the Mexican coast will move across the open waters. Now, this is very important. If you live in any of these areas, I want you to pay attention if you live near the Gulf. So the tropical depression in the Gulf of Mexico offshore the Mexican coast will move across the open waters as it reaches the midsection of Florida. It will pass the Yucatan and Cuba. So Yucatan and Cuba expect 2 to 4 inches of rain. To sum this up, in the Gulf of Mexico, where Mexico is, there's like a little, south of Texas, there's like a little bay there, and there's a storm that's starting to move across towards Florida, and it will eventually get to Florida by Wednesday, but it will cross the Yucatan and Cuba, and as it crosses Yucatan and Cuba, it will make heavy showers, which will accumulate in precipitation as 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. So in case you're in that area around this time, be sure to prepare. Florida, as early as Sunday, we'll see the current tropical systems in the central Gulf of Mexico move into land through Monday. So Sunday, Florida will see some moisture. Now in the Gulf, as far as from Mexico all the way, there's different systems. There's 3 systems. There's one, on the southern Gulf, like in the southern states of where the Gulf of Mexico is. Those coastal areas have some precipitation there. Now, where the Yucatan and Cuba is already has some precipitation there, and that storm we had been watching. And as both of those storms move through the weekend, they will start affecting Florida as early as Sunday through Monday as the next storm moves in. And I'll get to that one. Now, Tropical Depression 14, as it is named, will become a tropical storm later today, and moving towards the southern central Gulf of Mexico Monday, it will turn into a hurricane. Now, this will affect Florida shores as it will continue to cause severe weather when it reaches the Florida Keys, crossing again through the midsection of Florida and Bahamian coast on Wednesday. So this storm currently is named Tropical Depression 14, and we're watching it as it becomes a hurricane. Now, later today, like I said, it will turn into a tropical storm, and on Monday, a hurricane. So it is quickly spinning into a cyclone. Now, like I said, those storms in the northern Gulf and southern Gulf, they're currently kind of centered in the Gulf of Mexico. So when they hit Florida, it will be Sunday and Monday. Now, Monday, as I said, the Tropical Depression 14 turns into a hurricane. And when it gets to the shores of Florida will be Tuesday. But when Wednesday hits, it will, of course, cross over the land. And see, the Florida Peninsula, I can say this is a Florida Peninsula. It will be in the midsection of the Florida, crossing, over towards, like the Bahamian shorelines, and start affecting those too. So it will not just affect the Yucatan, Cuba, it will also affect the Keys, Florida, the midsection of Florida, South Florida, the Bahamian areas. So that's the weather. Now, I did watch the debate of Tim Walz versus JD Vance, and they were both very energetic. The host quickly lost patience on Walz's vague answers, and JD Vance made several statements I liked. He brought promise and encouragement surrounding topics of goals in the economy and improving the American dream. Now, the show was a little too informal for my taste, and the little-known hosts were extra casual and doing their job. Nonetheless, I fell asleep and woke up in time to see JD Vance steal the show and shine and sparkle with a powerful message of leadership and dedication. And that was really kind of like, it kind of uplifting in spirits, I guess, for me. I guess, like whenever I watch these debates, it's kind of like a lot of aloofness, a lot of, upturned nose type thing. But, the hosts were really casual, and they were like, didn't hold back, on their questions, and they're kind of how do you say, brazen attitude. They didn't conceal any of that. And so I was like, kind of snooze fest for me. But also when JD Vance went off, I was like, what? Like, it kind of threw me off guard and kind of like brought me like up, because like I think all the things kind of, like they kind of meld in your head, and you're like, oh well, here's politics, here's this show. But when he started, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I'm glad I didn't miss the entire thing. But as far as Hurricane Helene updates, I wanted to talk to you guys about that, because we have been seeing a lot in the areas of controversy, rumors, and gossip. And of course, we don't have room for rumors and gossip when we're trying to have recovery efforts. I want you guys to stay focused. I did ask you guys to mobilize and support as much as you can. And to that, I hold myself responsible, and I'm very proud, because I have seen you guys on the news. I have seen you guys speak during interviews. I have seen, you think I don't notice a red pill out there, or one of my followers. I notice every single one of you. I take mental notes of how, you know what I mean? Like, dumbfounded I am of the power that we have collectively. I take building community very seriously. So when I see you guys, active and participating and helping your brother out, it's really, really exciting. Like, it's like a thrill in my head that just explodes. And I just want to take a little bit of time to shine some light on you guys, because you guys have really been making the rounds out there. And I think right now, it seems like it would have been impossible without you. And I mean it. Like, this was impossible without you guys. It could not have been. And it has been so much of a great experience to kind of see our kind of progress. Like, that's one of the things that I had in mind when I created this channel, because it was a prepper channel, because I'm an apocalyptic prepper. This is an extreme thing, but also I expected extreme results, and to have gotten some right at this, I have a plaque that says 1 subscriber, so you can imagine how I feel right now. I just, you know, I'm so elated, but also the kind of situation that I find that the people are in is like, I think, a neglected situation. I think it fell through the hands of the Biden admin and the White House. I think probably is in over their heads as a staff, I think. So I think all this campaigning and all this rallying and all these appearances for political gain was really off-putting. It's distasteful. It's inhumane. I think what we needed was a leadership to where we could rebuild, to where we could build a way to prevent this from happening again, and also a way, means out of the current atmosphere in which the situation is a crisis still. There are still people who are stuck in the middle of nowhere without any resources. They are without a lot, and some people already were in rural. So as we continue monitoring all these things that happen, I am also seeing progress, but also I am seeing a lot of gossip and rumors speculating that the aid does not reach the victims. The aid it most certainly does in fact reach the victims, your kinfolk. If you send them assistance and aid, anything, any resources that you have put forth and sending, they will most certainly receive it. I can tell you that because I know from experience. There's no way that somebody would overlook your kinfolk. They would not. Your loved ones, your close circles that are out there trying to build back what they lost. The officials that are out there, they have been on the job for years. They are experts. They are our experts. They are the authority and official in recovery and, search and rescue. They're experts at rebuild. They are experts at, getting back on your feet financially. They know about everything about that, and they are mobilized and there and ready to do that. So if you do have somebody that is skeptical about this situation, please reach out to them and, by all means, quell their fast thoughts about this. I think probably inside they're probably just a little bit shaken, if not a lot of bit shaken, and distrustful. And of course, the way the Biden admin has played into these things, they don't want to see the authorities right now, but they need to go out and find what they can do to improve whatever losses they took. That way we can continue on into the future, moving forward, with a healthy frame of mind, with a nurtured spirit, but also reach out to them and kind of let them know that, you know, they are members of the community. If you are watching, you are a member of our community. We care. And like I said, we'll battle this out with you. We are here for you to succeed. The Red Pill is here because we want people to grow and learn and be winners. We want to see you, you know, win. You know, you're a winner. You're one of us. So don't ever hesitate, you know, and just sit idly by, because we want you to go in the same direction and kind of build, you know, and progress and be able to become resilient, more resilient than you were before. And this is very important in this recovery effort process. And this is a very, very rare situation. And like I said, it occurs once in 100 years. This is the second most devastating storm since Katrina. And we're not expecting miracles, but like I told you, on this channel alone, I have seen it. I've seen it. I can sense when things are, you know, just not gonna happen. But I've seen I think a few things, like that I can tell you, like the clearing of debris off roads, you know, finding and reaching people who were unreachable, the way that, you know, they have come together and pulled all the resources they could into the areas that were hard hit. I think alone can tell you, you know, we're not going anywhere. We're going to be here until we all come up and we all are in the same boat together. Just so we're clear on that. I've done a lot with this type of situation for a very long time, because that's actually how we started this channel. During an electric outage, we didn't have electricity. We scarcely had Wi-Fi. I had to kind of figure things out on my own. And especially because we didn't have electricity, we didn't have refrigeration. As you can see, most of my recipe videos, unless they were requested, are out of the pantry. And some of them don't necessitate electricity. So be sure to check those out in case you need them too, as well, just to, you know, you know what I'm saying? Shameless plug. But also you might need them. That's why I make them. And to get the stats correctly, let's just talk about that. You know, we had Mexico's Yucatan, Honduras, Cayman Islands, Cuba, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Virginia. And this was all within 2 days, September 27th through the 29th, with 240 fatalities, 285 missing, and damages costing, at this point, $37.5 billion US. And this is an estimate. It is approximate and greater than 37.5 billion, but it is stopped right there and capped off, so that way we get a roundabout measurement of what the losses look like. And of course, as we continue in the recovery efforts, we may find more. But in saying that, the missing has gone down significantly this week. And that's why I'm telling you, there's so many things that kind of are a little bit uplifting, and you kind of have to find them. But also, you know, that's a lot of people that are accounted for now. And we can rest easy knowing that they're alive and well and safe and sound, because these are human lives. You see what I mean? We have lost 240. And like I said, as we continue recovery, we may find that rise too. So we need to stick together right now. And you guys have been doing a great job. A really great job. So with that, I hope you like this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again on the next one. My son different. Bye-bye.